important for the club to offer inclusive opportunities because there are a number of disabled swimmers and athletes out there. We wanted to be at the forefront of offering those athletes a chance to shine in an able-bodied environment, and we hope that we've managed to achieve that.
To ensure inclusion, we made sure that swimmers aren't segregated within the club, so we made sure that they're completely integrated within the existing pathway and squad structure already. And we also have our disability officer as well, which is responsible for the kind of disability side of the sport within the club.
And that is to ensure that going forward that we continue to focus on inclusion in everything that we do. That role I currently carry out, and also in East Lothian swim team, which is the next step on from Musselburgh. So we make sure that the pathway is inclusive to all. I think hand on heart what we've learned is not to be afraid and to ask questions and ask for feedback as well. So it's really a case of developing a relationship with the swimmer. Once we know the swimmer and they know us, it is really just a relationship that flourishes.
So I was really nervous at first because I went along to another swimming club and they didn't make me feel very welcome. Then I was invited along here, and it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever done in my entire life. And after the nerves were put aside, they were really welcoming and very supportive about my eye condition.
So the process is really supported from the ground floor up. We have a set of shared values and beliefs here at Musselburgh. These were developed when we did our club development plan, which was part of our SwimMark Plus accreditation. So we involved all of our community in that process. We have partnerships with disability swimming clubs in the east of Scotland, also Lothian Disability Sport, Scottish Disability Sport, Scottish Swimming, so we work with all these people. Within the club we have our committee, which is made up of parents, and we try and make sure that we do have a parent on board that is a parent of our disabled members.
We don't have any specific disability squads. We ensure that they're completely integrated within the existing structure and pathway in the club. What we do is on an individual basis, so ensuring that each swimmer's needs are met, whether that be with Samantha, who's visually impaired.
Well, obviously I wear blackout goggles, and they have a tapper, which a few strokes before I touch the wall, they'll tap me on the head and I'll do a tumble turn and go back. They have normal lane ropes instead of just ropes, so that I have a clear rope to follow when swimming. And they're also very descriptive, and they're always willing to help if I'm struggling. My goals are to be able to go to the Paralympics one day, and just now the club is helping me get my classification to either be an S11 or S12, and that will mean that I can take part in para competitions, specifically for visually impaired athletes or blind athletes.
So here at Musselburgh we do a lot of continuous development for our coaches. Our poolside helpers tend to come from our swimmers, so they develop into poolside helpers. So they're already involved in the inclusive culture. They then move on to become our coaches of the future. So we're hoping that we're breeding that culture as we go forward.